All right, let's talk about our client session here. We're doing the pixel brow technique on her. I'm using a rotary machine at a specific speed. You want to think of it kind of like a sewing machine, but I just barely touch the skin so that the layers are just so delicately placed into that skin. On the right eyebrow here, you'll see a plastic saran wrap. It's covering a cream numbing that takes about 15 to 20 minutes to settle in the skin and really deaden the nerves and make it super comfortable. I'm only placing one layer at a time at the moment before I put my secondary numbing on. This other numbing is a gel and it feels amazing once you put it on. And you'll see right now, once I wipe off the excess pigment, the skin is really red. It looks a little irritated. But in about a few seconds here, you'll see it start to get white or yellowish. And that just means that the skin is super numb. So I'm working on another layer of pigment, really building the color and customizing it to fit the skin tone and the brow color of my client here. And really softening that front so it's not a harsh edge. I don't really like to have a really harsh middle of the brow. I love for it to fade nicely into an ombre effect. Oh look, the brow's starting to pop out now. You can see it a lot better. And she's smiling and laughing, checking her phone, having a good time. Put a little blanket on. She's doing just fine. She's having a great time. It's very, very comfortable. Most of the time my clients will mention that it feels like a dull pencil rubbing along their skin and super comfy. So we're working on this other brow, building the layers. That pigment that sits on the skin like that, that's just excess pigment. I usually wipe it off. Sometimes you'll see me do a dark pigment mask where it looks like a bunch of brown is sitting on the skin. That's just so that it can soak in the skin better. So the reason we chose the pixel brow for her is because she has oily skin. She loves to wear her foundation, her makeup, and sunscreen. And she normally has a filled-in brow with her brow pencil. If you never want to fill your eyebrows in again, a shaded technique is going to fill your brows out to where you don't have to do that anymore. If you don't wear a lot of makeup on your eyebrows, or any at all, then microblading will be better. But you must have a normal to dry skin type to really qualify for a full microblading look. If your skin is more oily and dewy and moisturized naturally, it's going to fade the pigment a lot faster if you do microblading only. If you do the powder fill, it's going to grip into the skin a lot better and last you years. So that's why I suggest this technique, and it can be for all age ranges. It just has to do with your skin type. And you can see the color starting to show out. It's looking amazing. It's a beautiful technique and I recommend it to everyone.